Hi, Gene Burnett from GeneBurnett.com. Hey, I thought we'd talk a little bit today about what I have been calling Tai Chi push-ups. I've had some injuries to my neck and head a couple years back, and I've got a congenital thing in my low back that occasionally acts up, and I've been working lately, just as those injuries have been healing, and I've been putting more attention on my posture to just getting a little more sturdy, a little more strong in my upper body, which has really helped my posture overall and helped my Tai Chi overall. If you have more strength up in your upper body, it isn't necessarily strength that you want to use, like hard muscle, but as you're doing your Tai Chi, your upper body is more stable and more relaxed. And when you do have that moment, when you do add a little oomph to your push or to your moves, it feels a little better. The trick is that you want to incorporate that strength in whole-bodied movements, in movements where you're using your whole body. I've noticed sometimes with people who exclusively work out on gym machines, they're doing prescribed movements on very specific, apparatus, and they end up with this kind of, they're kind of muscular, but they're a little bit lumpy, like their muscles are kind of like separate. They don't work together. They're a little more here and a little less here. So I always feel like when I see people that have those kind of muscle-bound gym look, I wish they would do some tennis or swimming or something that incorporates syncing those muscles up and working them together in whole-body movements. But in any case, if you do Tai Chi or if you do a soft-style martial art and you want to incorporate a little bit more upper body strength into your movements, I think push-ups are a great way to do it. And if you want to include some Tai Chi principles in your push-ups, that's what I'm looking at today. So number one, do them slowly, because our Tai Chi training is to do things slowly. And the reason we do things slowly, especially the basics, is that we want to be able to study the entire movement from beginning to end and smooth out any rough spots or tense spots. So that leads me to the second point: do them smoothly and completely. Don't worry about the numbers. Don't worry about how keeping count with somebody else or doing a certain set number. Do them slowly, do them smoothly and evenly so that they feel like one muscle group kind of handing off to the next, or one portion of the muscle handing off to the next. And then three, connect them to your breathing. You can inhale on the exertion, or you can exhale on the exertion. I like to go back and forth. You can also do it while you hold your breath, and you can do that with an empty set of lungs or a full set of lungs. I know in Sistema they like to do, they'll do like sets of 40. 10 inhaling on the exertion, 10 exhaling on the exertion, 10 with full lungs, 10 with empty lungs. That's a high bar if you're not used to it. I don't do the full or empty lungs much. I either do the inhalation or the exhalation. So the basic push-up would be to have your hands, about here. There's all kinds of different places you can put them, and there's some amazing videos out there of people doing just off-the-hook push-ups. But I'm going to be talking mainly about how to do them, not so much all the different places. I just do two basic kinds. So the one kind is you're going to have your hands out at your sides a little bit like that. So I'm going to get down here, and so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do them slowly, smoothly, and with my breath. So I'm going to inhale on the exertion, so I'm going to go like this. So right away you can see that's more complete and smooth and even than a sort of a typical gripping and trying to get a lot of numbers in. There's another kind of push-up you can do, and I find these to be much harder, and I can't do nearly as many of them, and that's what I call a deadlift push-up. So that is from here, instead of coming up and holding myself off the ground when I come down, just touching my chest here and coming back up, what I'll do is come down and totally rest my weight. So I'm not supporting it at all, and then do a brand new complete one, and then down and let go of my weight. And do a brand new complete one, down and rest my weight. So if you want to practice deadlift push-ups, those are awesome because, man, you work your complete muscle set and then you completely let it go. You don't hold on to it and keep all those muscles contracted. You relax them completely, which is nice practice for going from relaxed to strike, so that you don't have to feel like you have to load up much. You can just dial in the dimmer switch really quickly. The other kind that I like equally as well is hands in close to the sides. These don't work the chest as much. These work your shoulder stabilizers, and you know, for punching, crushing fist, bagua, shingi type move, or for chain punchy type things, or just for a low, these kind of punches, nice to have those shoulders stable and that strength back there. So again, slow, smooth, connected to the breath, with the possible option of the deadlift version. So obviously I'm keeping my body straight, I'm not like slumped over. I'm trying to keep my body straight and well aligned and long. I'm keeping this in tight. So this time I'll exhale on the exertion. Like that. Or I can do the deadlift and completely let my weight go, and then completely take it out, completely let it go, completely take it out. So, again, you can do them here, you can do them here, or I imagine you could apply this to any of the different hand positions and different types of push-ups that you can do. Slow, smooth, connect with your breathing, complete movement, not short bursts. And since you're working the front part of your body and working your lats and stabilizers, I think it's also a good idea, as one of my students pointed out, hey, what are you doing for the other side, the back side, the pulling back instead of just pushing forward, so that you don't get lopsided. So I know there are apparatuses and machines, and you can do it with elastics and stuff to pull something, but also I don't like equipment. I'm equipment phobic. I always like just me and gravity. So you can do this, which is to lie on your back, put your hands in at your sides here like this, and just push back with your elbows and lift your body up and then set it down again. That was a little abrupt. I mean, I want to go up, down. So I can relax here, and then I actually like to squeeze my fists a little bit, works the forearms a little bit, but I'm going to push down with my elbows into the ground and just lift my head, or my torso, I should say, off the ground. So. So, I'm sure someone else has thought of this. I just sort of made that up because I was thinking, well, how can I do this with resistance and not have any equipment? So I just thought, well, gravity here, pushing down, so I push up against it and come back down. And I found that's a nice counterbalance to all of these kind of things. You can apply the same principles to pull-ups. If you want to do pull-ups and work the other muscles, can you see my hands? You grab the bar here. If you're not used to it, I would recommend just hanging from the bar with a little bit of lift here. Just a little bit of lift, so that you're not like this, just hanging up a little bit. Pull your head and neck up out of it, set it back down. Pull your neck and head up out of it and set it back down. And then when you're ready, you can start to gradually increase that to a full, complete pull-up. I've had a couple of injuries, and I've been very wary of doing pull-ups just yet because I'm kind of prone to tendinitis. So maybe next year I'll do a video on Tai Chi pull-ups. But the general idea is you grab that bar and you smoothly exhale as you bring it all the way to here. And then smoothly inhale as you go all the way back down. And that is difficult. I'm not talking about going like this and trying to get a bunch of numbers. I mean, from full extension to full flexion, coming all the way up and then full extension again. That does great workout. But one I haven't exactly felt like trying just yet. Trying to be careful with my tendons. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. do these things carefully. If you notice any pain or discomfort or difficulty, you might want to check with a sports medicine person or a personal trainer and get some professional advice. I don't want you to hurt yourselves. Go easy on this stuff. Take it really easy. I'm prone to tendonitis, so I built this up really slowly. I started doing just sets of 5 push-ups. I've gotten to now where I can do maybe 15 or 20 of the deadlift kind of each kind, and I can do 40, 2 sets of 20 or 4 sets of 10 of just regular ones. But doing it slow, smooth, with breath, and careful. If you start to get pain and start to get difficulty, don't push it. Don't push too hard. If you want to do Tai Chi push-ups, don't push hard. Don't do it tight. Don't do it to the point where you're really straining to make the movement happen. So if you like this kind of thing, subscribe to my YouTube channel, visit my website, Burnett.com, and I also have a book out. It's called Tai Chi for Geniuses. It's got all kinds of interesting stuff in there. I call it a practice companion for the genius in everyone. So if you go to Burnett.com, you'll see a link to the book. So thanks for watching, and much appreciated.